The Whispering House, at the edge of town, hidden behind overgrown bushes and twisted trees. There stood a house that everyone avoided. Its walls were cracked, paint peeling like old skin, and the doors were chained with rusted locks. Windows were broken, curtains torn and hanging in tatters, moving slightly in the cold autumn wind. Years of neglect had left it almost invisible, as if the house itself were hiding from the world. Yet, at exactly midnight, a single light would appear in the attic window. A soft, flickering glow that seemed impossible for an abandoned place. Some said it was candlelight. Some whispered of ghosts. No one knew for sure, and no one dared to check. One chilly evening, when the fog hung low over the streets, a girl arrived at the gate. Her clothes were dusty, hair tangled, and eyes wide with worry and fear. "My brother went in last night," she whispered to herself, her voice trembling. "He hasn't come back." The girl pushed open the gate, its rusted hinges screaming into the still night. A shiver ran down her spine as the wind blew cold across her face. The house loomed before her, dark and silent, yet somehow inviting. Like it was waiting for her, she stepped inside. The door creaked loudly as it swung open. The air inside was thick, heavy with dust, damp wood, and a strange old smell, almost like memories trapped in the walls. Each step on the floorboards echoed through the empty halls, the sound bouncing like whispers off the walls. Shadows stretched along the walls, twisting with every flicker of the candle she held. Above them, the attic window glowed faintly, beckoning them upward. A soft whisper floated down the staircase. "Help me!" The girl's voice shook, but she called out her brother's name. "James! James?" The house seemed to respond. Floors groaned under their weight, doors rattled, and a faint lullaby drifted from the darkness above, soft and haunting. Step by step, they climbed the stairs, their breaths visible in the cold air. Each floorboard seemed ready to give way, yet they pressed on. When they reached the attic door, it creaked open slowly, almost as if someone were inviting them inside. The room was coated in thick dust and cobwebs, untouched for years. A single candle flickered on the floor, casting shadows that danced across the walls. Her brother stood frozen, eyes wide, staring at the corner. And there it moved a shadow, tall and faintly glowy. It whispered his name softly, urgently, like a voice trapped between worlds. The girl ran to him, gripping his shoulders. "James, come with me." Her voice echoed through the attic, shaking the walls. The shadow turned. It did not move to attack. It shivered. And then, to their astonishment, it began to weep. "I only wanted to say goodbye." Slowly, the shadow began to take shape. A young woman appeared, her eyes glimmering with sorrow. Her lips curved in a faint, sad smile. I was lost," she whispered. "My family. I could not stay." The girl stepped closer. "It's okay," she said softly. "We remember you. You are not alone anymore." The spirit hesitated, uncertain, before reaching toward them. "James, I am proud of you. Live. Remember me, and live." The candlelight flared, filling the attic with a soft warm glow, then slowly dimmed. The shadows melted. The air grew warmer. The cold, the fear, and the whispers all vanished. The siblings embraced, tears flowing freely. For the first time in days, neither fear nor darkness remained. Outside, the wind whispered through the trees. Moonlight danced on the ground, casting soft, silvery patterns. The siblings walked home hand in hand, hearts heavy yet lighter. Days passed. The girl never spoke of what had happened. Her brother struggled with nightmares for a few nights, but slowly he healed. The candlelight never appeared again. Yet the presence of the spirit lingered in their hearts. Weeks later, she returned to the house with an envelope. Inside was a photograph of her brother, smiling brightly, rare joy captured in film. On the back, written in shaky handwriting, "We are living. We remember her." Years passed. The house remained silent, its windows dark, doors chained. Yet sometimes, when the wind blew just right, a faint whisper floated through the trees. "Thank you for remembering me." It was a reminder that some spirits are not meant to haunt. They wait for someone brave enough to see them, to hear them, to acknowledge them. The siblings grew up. Lives filled with laughter, sorrow, and love. But they never forgot the night in the attic. They never forgot the woman who had waited so long to be remembered. And they never forgot the lesson of the Whispering House. Love never truly leaves. Even in darkness, a single flicker of light can guide you home. And sometimes, the heart remembers what is worth saving, even when the rest of the world has forgotten. The house still stands, silent and dark. But on quiet nights, when the wind is just right, the candlelight flickers, shadows shift. And if you listen carefully, you might hear her whisper, "Thank you for remembering me." And in that whisper lies the truth. Some things are not gone. Some things are waiting. To be seen, to be heard, to be remembered.